to my lecturers, my friends, and also to those who are watching this video. So in this video, I'll be using the Ishikawa diagram to explain about the problems that Jig encounters in the story, which is hills like white elephants. So the first element that is shown in this story is that personal. So what is meant by personal is that the irresponsible attitude that is shown by the American man. You could see that the American man is unwilling to help Jig face the fact that one day they'll be having a child and tries to convince her to have an abortion instead. Other than that, the low self-esteem that is being faced by Jig. So Jig is afraid that if she does not proceed with the abortion, the American man might leave her for someone else, which this makes her feel unable to make the decision whether she should abort her unborn child or not. So the second element is method. So in this element, you could see that the only thing that Jig could do is by doing an operation instead. The American man reassured her and told her that there's nothing to worry. She said that did the abortion will most likely be happy afterwards. Besides that, if Jig had used the birth control method, she wouldn't have gone through the problem of having a child, which she could actually consider on using a condom or birth control pills and many more as a protection instead. So apart from that, the environment is one of the problems that Jig faces in this story. So the hills that look like white elephants is considered as an unuseful gift, which was considered sacred. With this kind of environment, it reminds Jig about the baby that is inside her. Lastly, the fifth element. So the fifth element is about measurement, or more likely be about gender. When the girl steps outside into the sun, begins saying that the world isn't theirs anymore, he dismisses her sadness as caused by the discomfort from the climate. In a typical male role for the time, he sees the girl as weak and needing protection. Just as he does not pick up on the fact that the girl doesn't feel eager to have the operation, he does not actually listen to what she is saying when she laments when they have lost.
Hi everyone, my name is Nur Sufia binti Muhammad Rizal, and I'm going to show you my SWOT analysis about this story. Hemingway's Hills Like White Elephant ends ambiguously with the young couple's train arriving and with little indication of what decision about Jig's pregnancy will be made. And nevertheless, there are some inferences that the reader can make based upon the dialogue between the man, which is the American, and Jig, the girl. Okay, from the analysis, the S, which is support, I see that she can stick to her own principle. She can be more responsible as a mother due to her pregnancy, because almost all mother from the whole wide world loves their child. And she'll be strong, brave, independent woman in the future and will not be easily fooled by men. Okay, and then the W, which is weaknesses. I realized in that story, Jig, which is the girl, is unsure of relationship, whether she should have an abortion or raise the child instead. And she is very emotional and low self-esteem and have a low self-esteem. She is naive in making some decision in her life, which she depends more to the man. And I think that abortion can affect her life and health as well. Next is the O, which is opportunity. I think that she'll have the opportunity to start and build a new life with the baby, and she'll probably get an attention from people around her and the public since she was a single mother. And the opportunity that I see is that she can learn how to become a good mother by getting involved in every growth stage of her child, and showering her with love and care, even though the child has no father by her side. And last but not least is the T, which is threat. She Jig may be criticized by the society around her for having a baby before she was even married, because evidently we can see in that story, we all knew that Jig and the American are not married at the time of the story. And the threat is that the man is pressuring her to terminate her pregnancy and forcing and convince her again and again to have an abortion for their sake or for their relationship, as he says in that story. And indecisive in handling a situation that can cause mental pressure and stress towards the mother. So that's all from my SWOT analysis. From Jig perspectives, I can see that her conflict with the American might be solved by either confirming to his desire to abort their child or to follow her heart and realize that the American is not the man whom she thought he was, and she needs to live her life with her child without the American, because the man is obviously wants and pressure Jig to have an abortion while Jig is reluctant to go through with the procedure. Clearly from the story, the man is very selfish, I think, because throughout the dialogue, I can see that he thinks and he sees the unborn baby, as a troublesome that would disrupt his relationship and lifestyle of wanderlust. So if I was Jig, I would not have an abortion. I would leave the relationship and just go on and move on with my life. So my final decision would be is that I suggest that the solution is Jig leaves the American, because she does not seem to want to follow his will and desire in that story anyway. So that's all from me. Thank you.